Talk. I am your host, Shantae R. Roddy. I am coming on today to talk about a new $500 million grant fund for small business. So come on in. This is for the entrepreneurs, small business owners out there. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome. Do give this a thumbs up. Do subscribe if you're not already subscribed already. We give so much content here to really help you get money for your business. So you could just consider this the stimulus update, because while the federal government is trying to do their thing, I'm going to show you how to stimulate your own economy, point you in the direction of money that is available right now that you can apply for your business. Do share out this broadcast, because sharing is caring. You can literally have a big impact by just doing something simple as sharing the information and the content that I am providing here for you today. So I'm going to get right into it. Do hold on to the end, because I have a lot of information to give you, really good, valuable information that is really going to be helpful for you in your business. Before I get started, you will see scrolling across the screen is the link to our winning grant application cheat sheet and checklist. So as I come on and talk about these grant opportunities that are coming on board, we already know they're highly competitive and they are time sensitive. So you have to act quickly, and you want to make sure that you have the tools that are going to set you up for success. You want to be able to submit a successful grant application, right? You want to make sure that you stand out, and you want to make sure that you increase your chances of being awarded the grant. And it's hard to do that if you're going into a grant blindly, believe me, because I speak to hundreds of entrepreneurs and small businesses on a weekly basis who tell me about the challenges that they've had in finding money for their business during this COVID-19 pandemic. That is the reason we created resources and tools to really help you get money for your business. That is one of them. This is one of our most popular digital products that we have. If you do not already have it, I encourage you to go ahead and get it, and then use it to help you apply for various grant opportunities that are available, including the ones that I'm going to be talking about in this broadcast. So the newest grant fund program is out of California. Now, this is one that I've been waiting on. As you know, we have a relief and grant tracker on our website at www.shebosstalk.com that lists hundreds of grants, pitch competitions, scholarships to give you access to free money. We also track at the state level because there are grants at different levels: federal government level, state, county, city. We do not track all the way down to the county and city necessarily, because there's just too many, but we point you in the direction on where to find them in your local geographic area. But under the CARES Act, all the states receive billions in grant funding through the CARES Act to provide COVID relief for the communities in a number of different aspects. And there are restrictions on how they could use the funds, and a timeline on when all the funds had to be used, or they go back to the federal government. So if you didn't know that is what it is, right? And so all the states are rolling out, either they did roll them out, they're having multiple rounds, or they, before the deadline, are rolling out grant programs to help small businesses. And this includes those nonprofit businesses, those of you that are nonprofits out there. So they are creating funds, multi-million-dollar funds for you to get money for your business. So as I'm talking about California, know that your state has funding. So if you're not in California, okay, you have a state that you're in that they're providing funding. So you can listen and then go to the tracker, see which one is available for you, and go apply. Okay, so the same things apply no matter what state you're going to, but all of the programs are different depending on the state and the eligibility requirements that are there. Now, this is for California. The Governor Gavin Newsom recently announced a $500 million grant fund and tax relief for small businesses impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. That is important to understand. So this is for those that are impacted by the pandemic. Your business had to have been impacted by the pandemic, and so they have parameters that they have established that are clearly outlined on their website. So you know, you're not guessing as to know if you qualify for these programs. You know if you qualify or not because they're detailing the information for you. It's important for you to read through that information. Now, I'm going to break it in two. I'm going to talk about the small business hiring tax credit, and then I'm going to talk about the grant option that is available. So first, I'm going to start with the tax credit. Okay, so this is a small business tax credit. This tax credit is for qualifying small business employers in the state of California. These are businesses that let me just make sure that you know that this tax credit is equal to $1,000 per qualified employee, up to $100,000 for each small business employer. So the most you can get as of tax credits is $100,000. But I mean, that's great. So if you're a business that has employees, this is good information for you to know. Now, in order to qualify, some of the things that you need to qualify for this program is you have to have employees less than 100. So 100 or fewer employees as of December 31st, 2019. And then you must have suffered a 50% decrease or more of your income tax gross receipts. Okay, so generally all income less the returns and allowances. Okay, when comparing the second quarter 2020 to the second quarter of 2019. So you will notice that there are grant programs that will have you comparison because they want to see that you had a loss. Okay, anytime you're talking about the COVID-19 pandemic and the impact on your business, they want to see if you're a business that have been challenged by the pandemic, if you have incurred losses through the pandemic, and what those losses look like, what percentage of those losses. So again, every program will be different in what they require and the time period that they have established. But for California, for this particular program, that is what you can expect. So again, 100 or less employees as of December 31st, 2019, okay, and must have suffered a reduced or decrease in your percentage of income of 50%. So that's good to know. Okay, so there's many more requirements that they have on here. They have in detail a breakdown of what you would need to provide when you submit your application. Now, this application opened on December the 1st, so that was yesterday. So this will be open again, not long because they have short turnaround times, but this one will be open till January the 15th, 2021. Okay, so again, this is open now for the tax credit. It will be open until January 15, 2021. And within 30 days of receiving an application, they will notify you as the applicant via email. So I always tell people, ask me, how do they notify you of these grants? They will email you. Okay. More times than not, you will receive an email, not a call. And even if you got a call, most likely you will receive an email first. They're not calling all the applicants because understand that they're getting thousands of applications. They can be getting thousands of applications at any one time for any round of these application periods. Okay, so you'll be notified by email about the amounts of your tax credits. Okay, so that's important to know. That's the tax credit part. Again, if you're just now tuning in, this particular one is for California. Okay, $500 million grant fund and tax credit program. Now, they are also providing up to $25,000 in grants. Grants, for anybody that does not know what grants are, it is free money for your business. It's money that you do not have to pay back. Okay, you do not have to pay it back. This is not a loan. There's no interest occurring. There's no money to be paid back. It's free and clear to you. What you do need to know is what often comes with the grant is there are stipulations, right? Requirements on what you use the money for. And those requirements are different depending on every application. But no, it must be used for your business. And they will tell you if they're more flexible in the use or if they have more restrictions on what you can use the money for. So some programs that have rolled out more recently have said that the money, if you receive money and you received a grant or federal funding, then you cannot use this money on the same expenses or costs that you use the other grants for, or your PPP or your EIDL loan for. Okay, so they will be very clear on that. So make sure that you read through what the requirements are. Oftentimes, too, you want to read because you don't have to pay it back. Yes, it's free money. You use it for your business, but sometimes they may ask you to report. And sometimes they may say, anticipate they may come back and ask for some type of reporting. So that's why it's important for you to always document what you're doing. I don't need anybody to tell me to document. Always make sure I'm documenting every single thing and making sure I'm very accountable of every dollar that I received and know where everything is going, and being able to report back should any of these grantors or government agencies or entities come back and say, Shantae, we gave you this money. We want to make sure, that you used it for what it was supposed to be used for. Please submit XYZ, right? Document verifying, that you used the money for what? PPE equipment, or you used it for, outdoor dining. So they will be specific on what you can use the grants for. So that's California. And the reason I bring this to you, because so many entrepreneurs and small business owners don't know about these grants. They don't know about the grants in the local geographic area. This is where the bulk of the money is right now. This is, if you want money for your business, is in your local geographic area. And believe it or not, a lot of times the state, the counties, and cities have a hard time finding small businesses to apply, especially in more rural areas. And then minorities, right? Minority businesses, finding them to give the money to. Look, all of these states and organizations, associations, individuals, companies are just literally giving money away. And so we want you to have part of that money. I mean, billions of dollars. And it's not going to stop. There's more money coming, which is why I want you to be prepared. I want to make sure that you are using our tools, because we've done the hard work. We did the heavy lifting for you because we've heard your challenges. You don't know where to find grants. Well, we found them for you. So all you have to do is use our grant tracker, see what grants are on there. That doesn't mean that it's an all that every grant in the world or in the US is on there, because it's not. Make that your starting point, your point of reference to go through there. And then even those grants will lead you to possibly other grants, other opportunities that are supported by the organization or the association or government that is granting that free money for you. This is very important. So there are other state grants. We had another video. You probably want to watch that one called State Grants, right, for small business. So we put that one out there. There's grants in almost every state. And like I said, if your state is not on our tracker, it probably will be. Just wait, because they don't have a lot of time at this point. I know there's a big push to have Congress extend the deadline from December that they have to spend their state money from December 31st to January 31st, but there's no guarantee that that's going to happen. Okay, the law says that they have to use the money by December 31st. And a lot of states are rolling them out because they know how slow Congress is in passing the second stimulus bill. So they know that their people, their communities need relief right now. And understand that I'm talking about small business grants, the tax relief, but these states also have other relief that you need for yourselves and your family. Because I know a lot of you are struggling with rent. You may be struggling with paying your mortgage. You may be struggling to pay utilities. You may be food deprived. So there's food programs, food relief. There's child care relief. I've even seen car repair relief and burial relief. So it just depends on the state that you're in. And the small businesses, what qualifies you depends on the state's program. If at any time that you are looking through and you don't see that your business is included, you have to advocate for yourself. Call them. They have contact information, numbers, and emails. I would encourage you to call them. Make your case for why you should be given a grant and why you shouldn't be excluded from the grant program. You have to advocate for yourselves, and I encourage you to do that. But we in Ohio have a grant. Michigan. If you live in the state of Michigan, I know somebody does. There have been so many grants launched because Michigan is one of the states hardest hit by COVID-19. There are so many grants that are available in Michigan, and the governor is pushing for $100 million more dollars for that program. So that's why I say if you use our grant tracker that's on our website and you see that a grant is closed, that doesn't mean it's closed indefinitely. These grants have multiple rounds. They will most likely have more funding. And so I can even see some of the grants that have closed, closing periods, have reopened or notified that they have another open period for applications. So just because it closed, just continue to monitor for when it reopens, because more times than not, nine times out of 10, it will reopen. Because a lot of these is based on the funding, is based on partnerships. So they made, like, for instance, Beyonce, her Bay Good Foundation partnered with the NAACP. She launched a grant program. Okay. They had one round. Then she decided she wanted to add another $1 million onto the fund. So they had a round, they closed it. She added $1 million, they reopened it. So they reopened it. Then she got in partnership with Adidas. And Adidas then added $10 million to the pot. So then that means what? There will be more rounds because more funding was made available. Okay? So you just have to have a level of awareness now that you've come across this channel, right? Because we have so much content that is going to help you in your business to find free money no matter what type of business that you have. Okay, but the state money is out there. Wisconsin has a big grant. And I just talked about California. Alabama. Somebody asked me about Alabama. Somebody asked me about Kansas. So look on the tracker and see if your state is on there. So if they don't have a CARES Act grant, that doesn't mean they don't have a grant program. You'll see a list of different agencies and organizations that provide grants in every state. So drill down, use it as your starting point, drill down, start calling some of those agencies and asking them what grants, if any, do they have available? What programs, what pitching competitions do they have available? Because they are out there. Okay. So again, State grants are available. They're open. They're competitive. This one, like most of state grants, not all of them are first come, first serve. That means if you're hesitating, if you're delaying, if you're procrastinating, you're already out of the running. Because other people that are acting, that's why this is not, you have to act now. It's time competitive and time sensitive. This one is first come, first serve. Based on qualifying applications and the applicants submitting all required information. At any time during a grant process, right, you can be disqualified. Right. So that's why I don't even announce that I won till I know I've won, till I've gotten that final notification that I've won one, because, they have different steps. Every grant has different steps in the process. And if you don't get through every single step, they may say, congratulations, you made it to the next step. That does not mean it's complete. That doesn't mean that you're going to be the final awardee and that you will get a deposit in your bank account. That's why you have to follow up and follow through every step of the way till you have that deposit in your bank, and not change your information, and hold yourself accountable to monitoring. So we just actually enhanced our cheat sheet. Okay. We are all about enhancing our products, and I added a grant status tracker on there for you, because I always talk about I have my own grant status tracker. I track every single grant that I apply for, so I know what's going on at any given time, and I'm patient, right? I know it takes time for them to vet out all the applications, so I don't even worry about it. I know you don't have control over that. You have control over submitting a winning application. Now, do you have what you need to submit a winning application? Because some of the things they ask for, you are like, what is this that they're asking for? I never heard of this in my life. Don't be blindsided. We have the tools. We're letting you know how to submit a winning application. These are the insider tips that I use in the cheat sheet that I use to win over $50,000 for my business, and helped over 1,000 entrepreneurs and small businesses that are still every day sending us testimonials of how they've gotten free money for their business because they tuned into my channel, because somebody shared our videos with them, because they got the tracker, because they got the cheat sheet, and they were able to win. They were able to get a grant for their business. So these are exciting things. Now, those are the state grants. Let me mention again. We have so many videos on grants. Please go check them out. One of our latest videos, we talked about 2 $10,000 grants. Go check that out. They're still available right now. One is eBay. Okay, so I won't go into the level of detail into these that I did in the other video. If you want more details, go there. These grants, everything I talk about, the links are always in the description, in the show notes of these videos, and the grants are in our grant tracker. So if you're ever, not clear about where they are, you can just simply go to our grant tracker and find these grants on our website, on the tracker. eBay has a grant for eBay sellers. And so this is not for you if you hearing about this today and go sign up for eBay. No, they know who's been a business operating on as a seller on their platform. So if you are an eBay seller, I encourage you to apply for this grant, and it comes with just more than $10,000 ad credits and some other great benefits for this program. So I often say grants, yes, the money is great, but they may come with other awards as well. I don't know about you, but I love I do ads, right? So I love ad credit. So if you're an eBay seller and you promote and you do paid ads, that may benefit you. Okay. So that's eBay. If you're an eBay seller or you have a peer that is, please share the eBay grant with them. They are expected to award in this first round. There may be future rounds, but in this round, they will be awarding 50 grants $10,000 each with ad credits and some other benefits. So you can read all the details just by clicking the clickable link in the show notes, and then go apply. Do it quickly because I know that these grants are not open for an indefinite amount of time. Also, Comcast reopened for a second round of their grants. So they recently, late last month, awarded their grant recipients, some of which I know. Some of the winners that won that grant, that is also a $10,000 grant. Now that grant, Comcast, is for Black-owned business owners. I know there's requirements about your geographic location. So I know there's some states that are excluded. If you click the link, all that information is there. They will tell you which states are excluded because like organizations like Comcast, a lot of times they have the grant, but it's in particular areas in which they operate, geographical areas that they operate in. So again, I would encourage you to look at the Comcast grant. All of the grants that I showcase on here that I talk about are legitimate grants. There are no scams on here. Now, anyone in the comments that's telling you go here and go there, that they are not associated with She Boss Talk. Okay, they are not associated with She Boss Talk. So be very careful with people in the comments that try to use our platform to sell you on something that may not be legitimate. But everything that we put out here are legitimate grants that you can go and apply for. Okay, so that's Comcast. That is a $10,000 grant. Okay. And then you can check the timelines on that. And I know they will be awarding for the second round in 2021. I believe February of 2021. But if you go to the my video on new $10,000 grants, you'll see that there. Okay. For all you startups that are watching, I know these are for COVID relief. There are startup grants. You don't have to have been impacted by COVID-19 to qualify for grants. There are plenty of grants out there. For every type of business, for profit and nonprofit. Also for startups, use our grant tracker and use our cheat sheet. They will help you, again, get grants now. It is upon you to make getting free money for your business a priority. I make this a priority every day to research grants, to review my application status, to follow up when they email me for more requested information. I'm on it. So people, ask me, how am I winning all these grants? It is possible. I'm proof. And there's nothing more special about me than that I take action and I don't take no for an answer. And I'm making it a priority. Whatever you set your intentions on and make priority, it will happen for you. You'll be successful. You won't get every grant, but you can get some of them. Okay. And you can get more than what you're getting by just winging it. I'm not of the mindset of, struggling through a process or just winging it and then not making it, because the majority of grants that go unawarded are due to people just not following instructions. Or due to people. I've heard some people that just didn't follow up, right? Didn't apply. You can't get something you don't apply for. And definitely if you don't follow up and give them what they're asking for, you're not going to get it. Okay. So you have to make sure, again, that you're following up and you're following through, that you do every single thing, provide every single piece of information that they're asking for. You are an open book. Your business is an open book if you want free money. And the reason I say that is because I hear so many people asking, why are they asking these questions? Why do they want to know this information? Ask yourself, if somebody came to you, your family member or friend, asking you for $5,000, $10,000, would you want to know some information? Let me know in the comments. Okay. So if you need free money for your business, let me know also in the comments if you have plans for what to do with the money, because you will need to know that. You need to have plans and need to be able to communicate that, articulate what your need is if you want to get grant money. What do you need the grant money for? What will you use it on? How is it going to impact your business? And how is it going to impact the community? Okay. Now, That's that. As always, if you have any questions, let me know. I do want to let you know that if you haven't already checked out my series on my Facebook grant win, it's a 3-part series. I did part 1, I believe, on Monday. Part 1, how Facebook chose me, how I won a Facebook grant. I'm taking you through the process from beginning, from when I first started researching it, and to the end, till I got the deposit. And I think that's going to help you and your journey to apply for and win grants. I provide a lot of great, valuable information in there. Again, if you know other entrepreneurs and business owners that are challenged right now, that on the verge of going out of business, don't know where to go, don't know where to turn, don't know where to get resources, don't know how to apply, don't know how to make sure they're qualified, please share our channel with them. Please share our videos. Encourage them to get our resources, our grant tracker, and our cheat sheet. Use those to get free money for their business. That will be so impactful to know that you have helped another business owner stay in business and provide for their family and be able to build wealth. I can't tell you how many testimonies I hear about people that didn't know that it was possible for them to get a grant for their business. Just watch the video on Vicki Woodard's story, her journey to get grants. Her property management company was closed. She was not working. She didn't think it was possible for her to get a grant. She not only got 1, she got 2. And she's still working on getting more. And what set her apart? She used our tools. It made it easier, because before that, she didn't know what to do until she came across our channel. So that's why I'm here, just staying on the front lines, advocating, educating, putting out as different products for you as possible. That's really going to help you be successful, because even in this challenging time, unprecedented times, there's so many opportunities that are available for you. And I'm pointing you to them. I cannot act on your behalf. I can take action on my own behalf. All I can do is share with you the information. It's up to you to take action, right? So you can't see results on something that you don't take action on. I mean, you just can't, okay? So tomorrow I'll be discussing part 2 of my Facebook grant journey to winning a grant, the steps throughout the process to winning that grant. Okay, that's going to be very important. I want you to let you all know we just came off of a big shopping holiday weekend with Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, and then Giving Tuesday. As you all know, we have a She Boss Up grant fund. I encourage you, if you have anything to donate, if you know someone that will be able to partner with us, please let them know that about our fund, that we are raising more money to help provide more grants for women business owners here in the U.S. We, through you guys' donations, peers donated. We didn't have any big conglomerate, right, company giving us money. We had people giving us $10 here, $20 here, $100 there, that allowed us to provide 12 grants to women in business to help them in their journey during this pandemic in 2020. So we are looking forward to the second round. Okay, we talked about grant rounds. We're looking forward to the second round of grants in first quarter of 2021. So we want to raise funds. The more funds that we raise, the more grants that we can give out to business, to women in business. And we have a goal to give out 1,000 grants. That is our goal. So we gave out 12. We want to give 1,000. So we're going to keep working, keep pushing, and we love your support. Again, the link is in the comments. We have a GoFundMe campaign. We also just started a PayPal campaign for this. So whichever you like to donate, whether you have $5, these things add up. It's when you think what you have is too small to make a difference, but when you start putting it together, with 20 people, 50 people, 100 people together, all of that adds up. And we appreciate it. We surely thank everyone that has helped us build up the fund and help us to provide grants. So again, we anticipate on opening the next round in first quarter of 2021. If you want to be in the know, keep updated on when those applications open, please do sign up for our email list if you are not on the email list already, because our email list is the first to be notified of every opportunity that we have available. We are also working on some holiday giveaways. We believed in the gift of giving. So stay tuned for that, because we're going to be giving away some money or some gift cards to you all, our family, our She Boss Talk family. So stay tuned for that. You'll have an opportunity to win some money and to help you through the holidays. We're excited to be able to do that. So we do a lot of giving back here. We're in the business of paying it forward and helping as many people as we can. We know this season of 2020 has been challenging, and the holidays are challenging. People have lost loved ones during this time. That makes the holidays even harder. People, you all are, have lost business revenue. So whatever we can do, we're going to do it. So these are just the few things that we're doing. We launched, a holiday shopping guide of women businesses. So we have put women businesses in the spotlight. So I will make sure that the link is also in the show notes. You can find it on our website easily, right at www.shebosstalk.com. Again, these are women in businesses. We wanted to spotlight women in business throughout the holidays because we encourage the support of small business and shopping with small business. And we wanted to put women on the spotlight. So we have over 20 great women businesses that have all different types of products and services. So we encourage you to also support them and also share the guide. So, if you don't have the money, share the guide. Let people know that there are women in business that have products and services that are amazing. And we want you all to be seen. We want you to increase your reach. So that's why we share that here on our channel with all of you all. So that's it. My team, we're working hard to bring you new content, new benefits through, She Boss Talk, because we are a media marketing and networking platform, because we believe in the power of relationships and connections. That helps break barriers. That is what's going to help us dominate in this decade. You need a connection, you need a support system, and you need relationships in order to be successful in business. So that's why we're here, to provide you any resources, information, and coaching that you need. You can find it in the description. So I thank you so much. Again, leave your comments. I will follow back up after the program to answer any questions you have. Again, if you want the cheat sheet, let me know. We'll make sure you have it, and I'll pin it to the comments. Okay? All right. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in. As always, thank you for being part of the She Boss Talk family. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you know every time we come back on with new content that is going to help you be successful in business. Continue to be the boss with amplified impact, and continue to stay safe and in good health.